Welcome to the Good Place Marionville podcast, dedicated to highlighting the good right here in Marionville, Missouri.
Okay, so what does running and eating donuts and great music all have in common? Well, it's the 20th annual Running of the Squirrels 5K right here in Marionville, of course. So let's talk to Mindy Having and Jaimee Burgess to learn all about what the Marionville Band Boosters are up to and how we can help support you in your efforts.
All right, Mindy and Jaimee, welcome to the Good Place Marionville podcast.
Thank you.
All right, so Mindy, let's start with you. Tell us about your family and how you're connected to the great Marionville schools.
Sure. I have a husband, Matt, and three kids, Briley, Adelie, and Ranger. And so my oldest is a sophomore. I have a seventh grader, and then I have a fourth grader.
Awesome.
Yeah, come from a band family. So that's kind of how we're connected to band here.
Okay.
But my kids are involved in a lot of things in school. So.
As I imagine a lot of kids are. So, okay, so what is your role with the Band Boosters?
I am the current band booster president. I've just been in that role for the last year. We moved here when my oldest was in the seventh grade. So I've been involved with the boosters since that time, but just became president in the last year. So.
Okay, so I want to know what instruments are played in your home.
All at the same time.
Yes, sometimes. Trumpet for the oldest, clarinet, and recorder for the fourth grader.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's awesome.
Well, okay, so no drums though. So you got that.
No drums. We did have a drum set that was gifted to us when they were younger, and that magically disappeared.
Magically.
You re-gifted that.
We
Who watches this,
re-gifted
right?
that. Yes, I don't think they will be listening to this.
Okay.
Oh, now I don't know.
Now I've jinxed it.
Yeah, she did. Tyler likes to promote the Good Place Marionville podcast.
Oh, that's true.
So you know.
True.
All right. So you're a professor also at SBU?
Yep. Yes,
Okay.
I am. So I am a physical therapist by trade. I've been that for about 25 years. The last two, I've been at Southwest Baptist. I'm the director of clinical education. So that's a really fancy title for I place them out on clinicals.
So you're a professor, you're a mom, you're the president of the Band Boosters. So how do you have time to, do anything else?
There's not much time to do anything else right now.
And
But that's okay.
And that's okay. And we are going to talk about some exciting things you have coming up really soon with the Band Boosters. But Jaimee, let's go over to you. Tell us a little bit about your family and what you do for work.
Yeah, absolutely. I am married to Adam, who is he's born and raised in Marionville. We ended up back here, about 8 years ago, when our kids were third grade and under. I have three kids in the school system. Olivia is a junior, Gabe is a freshman, and Isla is a seventh grader. All involved in band, color guard world, choir outside of school. Lots of very busy at our house as well, involved with band. I've been coaching color guard at Marionville and working with the band program since 2018. So I've been there helping do that for several years, but professionally, I'm actually a respiratory therapist. I worked ER and trauma at Cox South for 15 years and then transitioned to the industry side where I coordinate global research for heart and lung issues and then also direct education for our company. So we both kind of come from healthcare and band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they need to do their breathing right. So you can
That is
always
true.
be there in case there's problems with
Exactly.
that or anything. So that's awesome. Okay. So what kind of instruments are being played in your home?
At my house, there is anything from flutes to pianos to drum sets to guitars to saxophones to clarinets
Fabulous.
between the five of us.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. Okay. And then what is your role with the Band Boosters?
I am just there as parent support and then also as the color guard instructor. I feel I ask for money a lot, ask for the support. No, but just as a parent that is involved, but then also as that coach.
You're promoting the color guard with your
course.
shirts today,
Yes.
which is awesome. So, and never say just because
That's
my
right.
goodness, I'm sure you wear a ton of hats.
And
That is
being a parent supporter. Yeah, we need lots of those.
Yes.
So is the boosters your one and only hobby? I mean, you have any time for anything else?
I don't know. I think Mindy's kind of the same between school obligations and work obligations, kids, church. Yeah, we keep pretty busy.
It's amazing. Okay, so let's talk about during this school year, 25-26 school year, what have the boosters been doing to help out the band?
Sure. So we help fund all of the marching competitions that they go to in the fall. So every Saturday in October, we're busy marching at field shows around the area, and then we in the spring we're not probably quite as involved just because there's not as much going on as far as field show and that kind of stuff. But we do pay for meals at field show competitions. We'll pay for meals. Like just this Friday, our district competition is coming up with solos and ensembles. So we'll pay for meals for the students that go to that. And really, spring is kind of more of our fundraiser time as far as being able to support monetarily. We're raising the money this time of year.
Well, great segue into the next thing, right?
Yeah, because on March 28th at 8 a.m., you're hosting the 20th annual Running of the Squirrels 5K donut run. I started this last year. I'm like, how does that work? Eat a donut, run a K, that's a mouthful. Tell us all about it.
Right. So, yes, this is our 20th run. So, we're pretty excited that it's the 20th time that we get to do this. So, actually, our title sponsor is Smart Insurance, just right across the street from us. And they've been with us all 20 times. So, that is fantastic. They've been really good to us to keep running of the squirrels. So, last year, the donut idea came up. We weren't sure how that was going to work, but it was received really well. And so we decided to kind of make that our annual thing, is just make it a donut run. So there are donuts halfway through. I don't know that I would want to run and eat a donut halfway through, but some people do. And donuts at the end. So
Fabulous.
yes.
Okay. And how else are there donut costume? Are they supposed to dress up like a donut, or was that just last year?
Yeah, this year is dressed as a donut. Last year was dressed as a squirrel. We had a kid that was, I think he was 17 or 18, that ran the whole thing in a squirrel costume.
Oh, my word.
It was impressive.
Yes. To say the least.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So this year, if you can come as a donut, we would love that.
That's
Any specialty kind of donuts we're looking for? We're looking for sprinkled donuts.
I think that's up to the
Creativity.
organization.
That's
Be
right.
creative.
Be creative. Be creative.
All right. So tell us.
My favorite donut is the the bacon encrusted
yeah.
maple long john with the squishy filling inside.
You're going to come up with a costume, Jim?
No.
To represent
But
your
it's only one-
donut?
you can have those. They're a great Amish delight in Sarasota, Florida. You want to fly some up here for the weekend?
That's awesome. Okay. So
It's amazing.
let's talk a little bit more about the details, because there are probably people listening that are like, well, 5K run, I'm out. That's not for me. Tell us about how more people can be involved. You don't have to be afraid of the running part of it.
Right. You do not have to be afraid of the run. You do not have to be a runner. You can walk the 5K. We always take donations, monetary support. This year, we actually just kicked off a fundraiser today with Ozark Mountain Popcorn for the band. They will have a pop-up tent at at the event. So we're pretty excited about that too. So come
Meaning
some
they'll
popcorn and
sell,
donuts.
are they going to sell popcorn? Okay.
Yes. Yep. And so they, in conjunction with that, they have made a Comet Pride popcorn, which is blueberry and
Special
cheesecake.
flavor.
Oh, my word.
Really good.
Say it again. I missed that.
Comet Pride popcorn. It's a blueberry and cheesecake. So it's blue and white for our school colors, and it was amazing. I tried some this morning.
Oh, you taste tested.
Approved.
Make sure it's okay.
It was
Kinda caught-
very good.
Okay, so can people come and watch, or can they walk it? Like, what are all the different things they
And
get?
buy donuts.
They donuts are free, so you can come enjoy a donut. But you certainly can walk it. We will have registration the day of, or they can register online if you like walk, run, whatever you want to do. It's an all-age event. Act Now is who runs the race for us, and they do all the timing and the aprons and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So they can register through Act Now, or they can show up the day of.
The
This time-
timing.
So how
you-
fast you can eat a donut? That kind of timing? How many donuts you eat while you're running?
There might be a contest after the race for how fast you can eat a donut and how many you can eat.
Awesome.
But they'll time. So we have it aged out. I think the first actual timed group starts at kindergarten, and then all the way up to, I believe there's an 80 to 90 category.
Correct. Yeah.
That is fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to put the link in the show notes for people to get to the Facebook event. And then from there, I know they can go to registration, they can learn all about it. But the sooner the better, because if you've ever organized an event, it is so hard to have everybody wait till the last minute. So take advantage of that now, and then you can make sure that everything is in order, and you'll get all the instructions, where to get your shirt and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So that'd be great.
All right. So during the rest of the year, when we're not doing a donut run, how else can the community get involved the rest of the year?
Sure. So the band boosters meet the second Tuesday of every month, and that's year round. Even through the summer, we meet at 6 p.m. in the band room. The more the merrier. Many hands makes light work, right? So when we go to the field show competitions, we feed the students. A lot of times that means setup, tear down, somebody picking up the food, bringing the food, and we can always use volunteers. We always need volunteers at the 5K as well. And then, to tag Jaimee, and we also support the color guard too. Same thing with meals and everything else. So any parent, you do not have to have a kid in band. I mean, if you just love band and want to be supportive, please come join us for our meetings. We'd love that.
Jaimee, will anybody from the color guard be running out in front of everybody with a flag the entire 5K?
That would be fantastic. But we actually, so the 5K this year, I don't know if it was good timing or bad timing, but we will actually be at our state competition
Fabulous.
the day of the 5K. So while they are donut running, we are getting ready to go perform for the MCCGA, which is the Mid-Continental Color Guard Association, for our state championships that day at Willard. So
Well, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
So everybody can at least have you front of mind while you guys are there and in your absence. And maybe just, Jim, you need to eat another donut
for me.
honor.
Yes.
Yeah, give
In honor.
Jamie's donut.
I was saying I'll run him with the flag. No.
I'll get you one.
Good to know.
I also just want to ask this question because there are people that, okay, maybe they can't come to meetings and they're not in the organizational side, but I tell you, I know there are a lot of generous people in town that want to do their part in supporting when you have things that are going on, like buying popcorn and things like that in addition to the actual race. How can they be kept up to date on that kind of information?
Sure. The best way is our Facebook page.
Okay.
So Marionville Bands, but we also, we have an email address, marionvillebandboosters@gmail.com.
Okay.
Either way is a good way to reach out to us because we love volunteers. And even if you can't want to volunteer or want to make a donation, I mean, that's the best way to get in touch with us, really Facebook or the email account.
Martha will have all those links in the show notes.
I will get those and put those in there because I think that's key because there are so many people. It's like, you know what? If I'm going to buy a gift, maybe I'd rather buy the Comet popcorn and support the band boosters, than doing something else in that season. So I think it's huge for our community at large to know what you guys are doing and then how they can help to support you in the best way possible.
Sure.
All right, so moving right into other school news, everyone is very excited about cheering our Lady Comets on at state. So Wednesday, the basketball team will head to the Final Four. And I did see on Facebook that there are themes for you to wear in the fan section on Wednesday and Thursday. And is it true, ladies, that school is out on Thursday?
It is true.
It is true.
Okay, I didn't want to start any rumors, but I wanted to make sure it was true. And Friday was already a teacher day, right?
Correct.
So
I'm sure.
long weekend for the parents.
Yeah, they'll be at the game too.
But I know that there will be tons of people that will want to support in any way possible for this exciting time for the Lady Comets. So we'll be cheering everybody on. I know a lot of people will be there. I've seen stuff on Facebook, for people to keep in touch and remember all of the details that are coming up. And we'll have to announce some scores and stuff. Jim, what else do you have?
I just want to bring up, since we're talking about running of the squirrels, the Lions Club produces a annual Lions Club calendar featuring the picture artistry from Randy Smart, taking pictures of white squirrels all over Marionville. And even though it's just the beginning of March, you too could still get a calendar. One calendar for 15, two for 10, or 5 for 25.
You might say
Two
right
for
on the back.
15.
Nope.
No, Martha took the sticker off. I think it's 2 for 15, 1 for 10, 5 for 25.
They're labeled over at the gathering.
That's right.
So
And they're also available at Alice Irene's. But get a copy. The pictures near are incredible.
Good job, Jerry.
I promised the Lions Club I'd make sure I get that plug in there. Hey, this episode of the Good Place Marionville podcast is, of course, sponsored by the Bank of Billings. The bigger the bank, the smaller the customer. The customers are big here with the Bank of Billings. Bank of Billings has been serving small communities since 1889. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. We talked last week about the Easter egg hunt coming up, put on by the Firefighters Auxiliary. Remember to mark your calendars. It's right after the running of the squirrels. That's going to be a busy Saturday.
Very busy day.
So after you finish the race and your donuts, head to the city park for all of the excitement to continue for the day. Stay for the egg drop, and burger plates to purchase will be available for purchase to support the fire department auxiliary What a great day in town on March 28th. Let's all start praying right now for really nice
Good
weather.
We're counting on that, aren't we?
That's right.
I love that. Pretty exciting, though. The Manor sent a lot of good news our way over at the Ozark Methodist Manor. They are having visits from baby goats and from puppies. Residents have also enjoyed horse races.
That I'd like
need
to see.
ask them what that's all about.
Manor residents racing horses?
It didn't say.
Okay.
I think they know. They know that if you know, you know. The penny auction and great music and worship they've been having this week. The Manor Choir is practicing their music to prepare a spring concert.
Do we have a date for that yet?
They did not give me a date, but they're practicing now.
All right. Congratulations to our Valentine's King and Queen, Nova and Finis Essery.
Yep.
Wow. And our Prince and Princess Paul Branham, I imagine,
There
and
you
Nikki
go.
Ornsby. I should have practiced it ahead of time. The Manor is thankful for the penny votes, which help purchase prizes for the annual community Easter egg hunt coming up on March 21st at the Manor at 10 a.m. on the south side of the campus off Lion Street by the Pavilion. So 2 weekends in a row with Easter egg hunts.
Can you say sugar, candy, all of this, all the
above.
for the kids?
That's right. That's right. Okay.
That's awesome. And then lastly, from the Manor, the Marionville National Honor Society junior high students and Mrs. Bella are going to help them fill the 6,000 plastic eggs that they have with candy for their hunt on the 21st. There will be prizes and the Marionville fire truck and their special guest, the Easter Bunny, will all be there. In city news, voter registration deadline is coming this week.
The 11th.
So be sure to see the website for all the different links. I'm going to put that in the show notes. You can find absentee ballots and sample ballots, as well as making sure and validating that you are registered to vote.
All right. Other good news around town includes the beautiful weather, budding trees, and it's also time to start mowing the grass. Okay, maybe that one isn't good news yet, but I love mowing the grass the first time.
I know you.
Especially because you got all the chia pet hair all over our grass. That's that onion hair. So when you're mowing, it feels like you're, cooking dinner. Thank you to Mindy and Jaimee for joining us today, for the Marionville Band Boosters for being our guest today, and thanks, of course, to the Bank of Billings for sponsoring today's podcast. Consider joining the Bank of Billings, becoming a sponsor of this podcast. You can contact us at goodplacemarionville@hotmail.com.
And remember, you can report good news by emailing that same email. And if you enjoyed the podcast, please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when each episode releases.
Make sure all those band kids do that. Click the bell.
That's right.
Guys. That's right. Thank you so much to Mindy and Jaimee for joining us today. We're so glad that you guys were here today. And thank you for joining us all here on the Good Place Marionville podcast. Keep your eyes out for the good, and together we can celebrate Marionville.